pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Agenda review, payroll and manifest. Minutes for October 14th. Gary, did you have a question?
I did. I did not sign them yet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because it says, let's see.
I think you asked. I think there was when we talked about reaching out to the
Yes.
attorney regarding dam site was to send the letter from DES, the attorney, and I didn't see the minutes either. I haven't seen them yet, but I think Gary, you said that it said that we asked Karen to reach out to DES and the attorney, which is not
Right. No.
So we need to, if we correct that, it was, and I went to check my notes. It was send the
Only to send the letter
Yeah.
from DES
to the attorney. Yeah, so I could review it. So,
Right.
Mary Jane, if you could.
So should we make a motion to accept the corrected minutes? Okay, I make a motion to accept the
amended minutes.
Oh, we'll have to sign them again too.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
That's all right. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Rick will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We had a letter to the fire chief in there about scheduling. Everybody get a chance to take a peek at that?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought it looked pretty good.
All right. In the, do we have anything actually to add? Sorry, went through anything to add to the agenda?
Only that I received a call from Michelle Rosano, budget committee chairman. She had to contact computer company for access and to change the password on the budget committee email. It's all set, and she'll be sending out emails soon.
Okay. We also had, did everybody get a chance to see the laptop for Jarvis?
Yeah.
Was in there?
Yeah.
What's the feeling of the board on that?
He's got to have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Block 5s, we're going to put it on network anyways.
Right. We've expended the computer fund for this year. So,
Yes, we don't have
so we either, we could pull it out of that and overexpend that fund or find it somewhere another. I just assume we overexpend that fund as long as we're still covering it elsewhere in the budget, just so that we can show the expense to where it belongs.
Yeah.
Jarvis does a comment.
So we did turn in the cabinet chassis
Yep.
and the 3 old dump bodies today.
Okay.
We have a check to turn in for 1,000.
But I think you need that for your
Smokey the Bear?
your compactor. Okay.
Well, there's enough to offset.
All right. So for now, Karen, if we could we'll still put it in the technology line, and then we'll just note that that's where it came from to cover it. But at least we're showing that we spent the right thing.
What's the main purpose for it though? Is it in addition to just stay in the office up there, or is it for you to go out on the road with it?
But it's going to be both. Depends, because right now there's not a whole lot of room in that. So
Yep.
in that office where I can't put it on.
Yep.
And with bring it in there 2 or 3 days, if I get anything coming in.
Yep.
So
So
this will have your email. This will have your email on it.
or is,
Now, does the road agent email Francie's that as well, right?
No,
Okay. So that.
that would be completely private for him.
Okay.
and so if you took it out on the road, what would you use it for on the road?
I can log stuff in. I can do a hotspot on my phone.
Through iWorks. I was gonna say, would you need a MiFi?
You can run it off cell phone hotspot. Just
Do we have unlimited data on that?
We'll have to.
we
sure that we.
if he does that.
See what-
Yeah.
So we're just making sure he needs that, especially
He
with
needs that.
fireworks.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
And then, does it make sense? So you don't have a Jay Grant at Barnstead. Does it make sense that I know we have the road agent one, but that he has a Jay Grant
I
email?
have a personal email.
It would- So personal. So you don't want to use your personal email because 91A,
Yeah.
and public records, and then we can have like we do with the planning board, the road agent one, pivot over there, and it can also, if he's out, you go on vacation. If we're just using that one for general contact.
Yep.
So if we could get him.
And I forgot
I mean, if
when we
you-
did payroll and manifest, I'd make a motion the chair signs the Clean Harbor Agreement.
Oh, okay.
So I'll second that one.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
And I'll back up to the emails though.
Okay.
That makes sense. If he has his own email, then that means Fran could watch the road agent email as a general one, in case. And I think personnel
good.
could go to his.
She has one, and it's just highway at Barnstead.org, so that any of you, administrative assistants, if they leave, we don't have to change.
Right. That makes sense.
No, I get that.
So that's separate.
But at least you'd have two people watching the road agent one. So if he's busy doing something and something comes through,
Because I myself printed,
Because-
the highway department, I would print.
Okay.
because doesn't the town website have the road agent email on it? So if somebody in town emailed them, it would
Yes, I believe it does.
they would be both of them could watch that.
And anybody good?
No,
Put it on speaker.
Only if it was Wesley.
potential spam.
Only if it was Wesley.
So
Yeah, I
But,
would answer if it was
Everybody else uses, first initial, last name, which should have it consistent throughout the. Yeah. Okay.
did everybody understand that Clean Harbor's estimate too?
Yep.
Just to make sure.
And then, Karen, you're posting. I don't think I've told you yet, Priscilla. Sneaking one by you.
Oh, what's that?
On Thursday, we're just going to do a kind of an informational site walk. The board is with Jarvis at Dam Site.
Okay.
And mainly because I have no clue what we're talking about, because I'm not familiar enough with the road. So I thought it was a good idea if we just walk through it and see what we're talking about. When we start talking about a project that's going to cost the town $1.5 million, it might make sense if
What time?
8:30.
8:30.
So because we're going to post it as a public meeting, just
Okay.
so that
I deliver food on Thursday, so.
that's why we picked Thursday.
That's
Priscilla, we're trying.
because I totally understand what was going on over there. I know
Do
it.
you?
Oh, yeah.
You've got it?
I'm an expert on it.
All right.
So if it's
Guess who's in charge of the dam site project?
if it's informational, is Jarvis fully brought up to speed on everything over there? It's happened?
That's what we're going to talk about. Is what's happening.
Good idea what's been going on.
Yep.
The last 4 or 5 years.
And it's just the board and Jarvis, just trying to get a handle. And Jimmy Locke was gonna.
I was gonna say.
I say, is there going to be any contractors? there?
So Jimmy Locke is going to be there because he actually has history.
Yeah.
There, good, bad, or indifferent. We
And
want
it's
to.
open to the public.
Yeah, and so it is open to the public. Rusty, feel free.
Do you want to run this first?
Thank you.
Well, Priscilla would bring snacks. She said she's delivering food. All right.
It's like we could have an illegal burn.
Yes. Huh?
I got my work right with me.
You ready to go? All right. We had a cease and desist. Everybody get a chance to see the cease and desist, 5 Beauty Hill
Yeah.
Road. DRA's cyclical monitoring. And Karen, the cleaning services. This
Yes,
cleans the
so
town hall
we-
cleaning service.
Yes, so we sent out the RFP for cleaning services. I think we have 3 applications. Actually 4, but one of those are sisters
Yep.
together.
So they third
And
option.
there may be a reason to discuss the hiring of
Okay.
that in a public session.
Okay.
Do you know what we paid? Did you find out what we've been paying?
Everything from $50 $100 a cleaning.
It
Typically,
takes a couple hours.
it's a couple hours, and like in the summer when the floor isn't that bad, you don't have to mop it every week. But winter with the snow and the sand and everything, then it's a little bit more. But
So is it a once a week, training? Twice a week?
once a week.
Okay.
You still taking apps?
You're ineligible. You need someone to actually do the work. We had you guys all saw the Supreme Court decision with Pittsfield. So the open enrollment was ruled by the Supreme Court, and I don't think they left any wiggle room in that. So.
But they did open enrollment for the whole state, didn't they?
So what they basically have said is a town does not have to opt into open enrollment to have to pay, but a school would still have to. So if you went to, we'll say Concord, if you went to Concord and the voters said no,
Yeah.
then Concord would not become an open enrollment school, or Northwood or whatever. Right now, it is only Prospect Mountain. It's the only school in the state that is opted into open enrollment, and then the parents are responsible for transportation. And the piece that was left out, but was in the Concord Monitor today, is the sending town still receives the adequacy aid from the state. So they get that, but so far
But they still have to pay tuition.
they'll have to pay tuition, and the tuition rate is whatever the receiving school's down. It's 80% of their tuition expense.
So is there a screening or vetting process that's
There is.
available?
So there's an application process. So they'll apply to go to.
Okay.
And so Prospect Mountain has, I don't hold me to it, but I believe it was 30 positions this year, 30
Okay.
student openings, and that's all that they will take. And once those are filled,
And that's so that they didn't have to apply additional resources
correct.
for the amount of people that they're adding to.
Right.
Right. So they haven't had to. So their expenses have been Chromebooks.
Yeah.
And that's it. They have been able to do
Like
it
they're
without
filling
adding
empty
staff.
seats.
Okay.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're filling empty seats, and they're making it viable for some of the classes.
Mhm.
So that's what their goal is. And I think there's conversation about declining enrollment. So Barnstead does not have the declining enrollment. It's Alton, and we this year, I want to say we're 52% of Prospect Mountain, which is the first year we're over 50%, because Barnstead Elementary is not dropping, but Alton Central is. So.
Okay.
So there's be all kinds of conversations about how that's all going to work. I mean, I think it's good for Barnstead and Alton at this point in time. All right. So why don't we go to drivers? Are you? Do you have some public input, Mark?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mike.
Okay. Will it relate to roads and stuff like that? Okay. Why don't you go ahead? We'll go ahead with you, Jarvis, and then that way you'll still be here, and we'll go to public input.
Yeah,
So you can answer.
here.
So you're up. Sorry.
You gotta sit with your back to us tonight, I guess.
No, you can take a comfy chair.
Yes.
Everybody in the audience tonight's got good hearing, and they'll be able to hear you for sure.
Yeah, I got a pretty good voice that carries most of the time. Where do we want to start? I know we had a little hiccup with the stuff.
Have you resolved?
Yeah, there was a few, like I said, there was a few things that have gone out, but they did stop the big stuff.
Okay.
The wing for the grader, plow for the grader, the bucket sweeper, and tow line sweeper.
Okay.
One sander, and there was another one. So those all nothing's gone.
Okay. Do you have a list of everything at this point in time, so the board could take some time to
So when
review it?
you say that there was some stuff that had left, like some people had already come and picked it up.
Yeah, they paid and took it.
So who did they just take it themselves, or did somebody help load them?
We had to load it.
So nobody up there knew that things were being auctioned and nothing was
So
on
when
Yeah,
this-
where did the hiccup happen?
Like,
So this auction wasn't, so it would happen this week. They came this week and got it. So the auction closed last Tuesday. They showed up, that person showed up Friday, picked up some stuff. So when I found out the auction took place on Tuesday, so someone notified us, and I called the gentleman that took all the pictures, took all the info, and gave it to his office. And I called him immediately. I'm like, what is going on? This was not supposed to go on until November. And he called their office down in Massachusetts to find out what was going on. Because they have a location up in New Hampshire.
so I mean, my question is, why did we let anything leave? If you already knew that, why did we let anything leave highway
As of when? Friday?
Friday? Because the auction ended Tuesday, and you just said you knew Tuesday that things were off auction.
They paid for it, and I was told that we had to give it away.
I wouldn't have given it away because you already knew the board never signed anything. I would have been
I
like,
didn't
the
know
board
we had
never.
signed. That's the thing.
Yeah, but-
There was a confusion.
Was
I
there
didn't know
anything that
there was no value.
were heartbroken in
No,
there?
the only thing,
I guess what is it? What actually left?
Right.
Yeah, but if somebody paid for
If
something
they paid for it,
and then to not give it to them, now we're talking about.
that was
No, that's on the auction here.
sold value was that old screener that someone dragged out from the farm that had been sitting out back somewhere.
okay.
That got
Yeah.
would have been. There were some old curved plows that were rusted,
Mhm.
and some of the segway or stemway stainless that had been sitting on those old beams.
No,
The old international ones that get chopped up, cabs, that
Yeah.
get chopped up
Yeah.
that went for those trucks. Those are what are gone.
All
So
right.
there was
So
nothing of
Okay.
that fit anything that we
nothing
had
that it was
in
worth the legal fight that we would have ended up in.
Right, and it would have been too.
the only thing would have been the screen.
Okay.
That would have been the only thing because that was the only thing that brought any money.
Okay.
And the screener, I mean, all the screens had holes in them like this. There was a huge rust hole down the side.
Yeah, because those are all custom made screens for that.
And no
But
one
there's people in town that were eyeing that. So that's why I say that's the only thing that would be.
both wheel bearings, the wheels fell off. Because whoever towed it out back, and when the guys towed it out front, both wheels went fall
Yeah.
off.
All right.
So that's the only thing as of now.
All right. So if you get your list to Karen.
I'll highlight everything that I got here, the list here.
Okay.
So is it rescheduled now for
Yes.
November? And then all the items that will be auctioned off will be based upon what's approved and what's not, correct?
Yeah, the 3 storage containers,
All right.
the old storage
Let's
boxes.
Now, is there a limited bid on any of this stuff?
There's not.
Okay.
No, I mean, we can put one on, for,
It doesn't matter really. I mean, we want to try and get as much as we can for them,
No,
but we
for
also
sure.
want to make sure we don't get rid of some that we can actually use.
Right.
no, that's why.
That's really the biggest
That's the
thing.
way I went through everything. I did not get rid of stuff that
Yeah.
cannot use.
Yeah.
Some stuff that's been sitting there that's had weeds growing.
Right.
It's missing mold boards that they plow with them.
Mhm.
No mold boards on them.
Yeah, well, that works.
You want to send the guy?
It's about pushing snow, buddy.
I understand. So that's what's going.
Okay.
It's just the old plow.
All right.
Curb plows. We made sure whatever did not match the trucks that we have on site, and they don't fit. I mean, they brought parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like this hose is missing, this spring's missing off a few of them, cutting edges are missing. So I'm assuming at some point they scabbed these.
Scab and stuff, yeah.
But you do have like spare plows just in case.
I have still 2 sets.
Right.
All right. What else you got?
Glad you caught it. Glad you caught it.
Got somebody called like, what are you talking about? So that's when I made that phone call and go stop.
Well, I heard about it at the state auction. That's how I found out.
The agreement was November
So there was quite a few people asking me.
So I talked to him. He's like, couldn't give me an answer of what happened. He just said,
Yep.
something happened down in Massachusetts. Well, that's not I have to answer to someone.
Yeah.
We decided on November because you guys told me not you guys, but he's like, we don't have enough time to advertise it. That's why we weren't going to do it. So that's why we pushed it to November.
Yeah.
So truck 2. So what I got here is what we got into it from 2022 to now.
Mhm.
I have gone back further. I did not add it to this because I didn't want to talk to anyone I'm going to talk with. So these are the receipts of what we've gotten into it for the last 2.5 years. And we are just over 40 repairs.
Should be mint by now.
Unfortunately, no.
And what does it need? Another 8 or 9 grand?
6187.
That's not including the cloud year that got messed up last year or last storm. Something happened to it, ripped off the bottom of the front mount post. It was kind of back together. But I talked to Jordan this morning, and it's going to some more get it even thing operational. Because they basically got it back so they can use it during that storm.
Mm-hmm.
I would reach out to Mikey. Anything welding wise, I'd reach out to
No,
Mikey.
I'm not.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
Jordan,
Oh,
he just said at the time,
yeah.
they got it back so they could use it, but it ripped the whole bottom right out of it.
So without truck 2, how many CDL trucks do we have? We have 6. And then we have 2 non-CDL trucks. And you have 6. Yep. Yeah.
5.
5 plus you, right?
Yeah.
And then the 6th one is out indefinitely.
Yeah.
And no decision will be made until after the winter, right? Just because timing wise. Okay.
Yeah.
When the state was out to inspect the truck that we destroyed on the grant,
Yeah.
she was telling us about all kinds of other opportunities for her. So maybe truck 2 is a candidate for that? Okay.
Yeah, I spoke to, I guess, the grant company, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
There is money.
Yeah,
still
she
left
said
in,
there was a bunch.
and she wants, so I need to get on the warrant, apply.
Yeah.
So I guess we set truck 2 aside for now. I mean, it's not getting any better. We don't want to let it sit too long, but at this point in time.
I think if, like he's suggesting, we can use that as a candidate as a trade-in.
Yep.
That would be
What year is that?
2011.
It's like brand
Is
new.
that old
It's
enough?
been nothing but a problem.
It's not old enough, is it?
I asked DES, I called them to
So
go out there.
if that's the case, then it's the other, could be one of the other Macs.
The Max,
Right.
yeah.
We have a 08 and an 09. So the 08 cab has got a lot of rot on it,
Okay.
which is number 20.
Sick. Yeah, 25.
It's whatever stock.
Is that one of the 10-wheelers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, if we can get the grant, we should do it anyways.
The
wait,
Denver's aren't that old, are they?
Oh, wait. No.
Yeah.
Well,
I
they
would say
were,
17.
we bought those secondhand too.
Oh,
those were
okay.
bought back in
Oh, all right, then.
Yeah, I think 20 years.
Well, I guess see what you can
Let's
find.
apply for the grant and we'll pick a truck later.
I just talked to him on Friday, and you can email contacts.
Oh, good. Okay. Because she was pretty persistent about
Yes.
trying to get rid of some money,
Yeah, there's two options.
which I thought was kind of strange, but
So, but no, so Lydia spoke to us. very
yeah.
well. She's like, get on and apply.
Okay,
So,
good.
So we can get by without 2.
Yes.
Good.
Because the new gentleman we hired, he is licensed driver standard, so he can get in that automatic.
Okay.
And that's Matt.
Matt.
Right.
Yeah. And he has driven standards before. That's how he does it.
All right, good.
With this estimate, is all of this stuff needed for inspection?
Yes and no. I have not looked at the tires, but that is just to get it running, operational.
Yeah, I was just thinking if push came to shove and you needed the truck absolutely right then and there in the middle of winter time, and you don't have a spare truck.
Well,
Potentially
theoretically, we do. We got 5
We have
CDL
8
drivers.
And the amount of times you've had 2 or 3 trucks go down in a storm,
Yeah.
and your whole operations come to a dead halt.
Well, if we have 2 or
So-
3 go down, we're already in trouble.
All right.
So I'm just saying, but
No, I understand. I just what we've got invested into this. Now,
There's a point where
and I didn't want to keep bringing what 2 years prior to this point. Unfortunately, the max force motor.
if you saw the total cost of that truck, everybody would lose their breath for a second.
so
I'm just
just set it
We'll set it aside.
aside.
Bring it back.
Have somebody start it every once in a while.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, the fire truck. I think started right up there.
We still have that, right? Okay. What's your plan there?
Earth is supposed to take a look at it.
They did.
He's supposed to come out. And take a look at
He did.
it. Oh, they did.
Wouldn't give you a pile of sand for it.
Okay.
I thought he'd talk to you. But
No,
I must have got up when you went there. But that was the exact. Would not give you a pile of sand for it.
They need
Or
a
do
little
you
more
want to
concrete.
reach out to the other town?
New
I
Durham?
mean, you can put it on the bid, yeah,
What-
separately.
What truck is that?
That's the water.
It's the old fire truck.
Oh,
Old
okay.
engine 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we're taking the whole pony around. That's safe for us.
That was brand new.
If I know you want to offer some stuff locally, why not do a sealed local bid with a let's put a reserve on it, and if we don't get it local, then put it on
Yeah, I mean, just put it up for like 2 weeks.
online.
Craigslist.
Should give it enough time. Yeah.
There's this guy that lives on Westlock. 100%, he's gonna buy that.
No,
Yes, he is.
It's either
I
gonna
don't
go.
think it's old enough.
It's either the one on Westlock or the one on 126.
Across
yeah.
from 126. Yeah.
There
Right
was
next to
no
the fire
way
engine.
anything that was made after, I think, 1988.
Starts right up.
There you go.
Keeps mosquitoes down.
There you go.
Short time.
We have a good map in the yard.
Okay.
There are some mosquitoes the other day.
Well, that fire truck, what is it? That's from 70s.
70s.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's yours. It's
77, I think.
When you get the pic-
79.
when you get the pictures up there off this show.
That's right.
It's water.
Old's water.
That's right up in Old Water. We're all set.
We're all set.
They don't pay for mosquito.
If Robbie doesn't want it, Alan might.
Yeah, Alan, like,
Well, we can deliver it.
All right.
I
I'll
can
take some
see
pictures and I'll send it,
Weston Diesel driving around the yard.
yeah, I'll get some pictures. Mileage.
Yeah, we'll just get that one out and pick a number
Just
for a reserve on that one. We'll do it local, and if it doesn't sell,
put it in the auction.
then we'll.
The antique number, the collector's item number.
Yeah.
The gold leaf. is on the
The other one is Kyle Holmes. He'd go with his tower truck.
Yeah.
He could have a tanker and a tower.
There you go.
All he needs is a fire station now.
He'll be good to go. All right,
Maybe a substation.
Well, maybe he'll put one up down in the town.
that's it.
You never
Then
know.
the town will be that much safer.
What else you got?
They were talking about that.
Containers.
The containers, yes. With the money coming back from the auction, they said 10 to 12 days. Where that comes in. Whatever the difference is, we can get it so we're not getting rusted dented.
So we have enough to cover the more expensive.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was like a $1,200, so we'll be fine there.
Alright.
But we scraping and painting and sanding.
It's a good time of year for that.
We got
Is that spot over where you were with the grader on
Yes.
Friday? Okay.
Already. So I did talk to Advance, the owner, way back in Colorado. So she was going to talk to him and find out when we can get on the schedule.
Okay.
That was tonight. For the weather. But we might hold off on doing the swale, but let's get the roads taken care of.
Okay. Mhm.
Swell will be full of snow anyways.
There's no rain to run out the swale.
Right.
at this point in time. Bottom of Vale Road. Where is that on the grading schedule?
Bottom of Vale.
Is that
You mean Hazel Clark?
Hazel Clark? When you come down Colbath.
Yep.
You turn and go up. Is it Hazel Clark?
Or take a right or take a left?
Taking a right.
It's
Where's
Vale.
that?
It's Vale.
Yep.
Go back towards the pavement, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That, yeah, because we have to grade it and ditch it because of the new house that's being built towards the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
He's put a culvert in, so we got a ditch. Just because there was a ditch there, it got filled in. Put the culvert where it's supposed to. We just gotta re-ditch it. And we're gonna grade it.
Because it's pretty bad.
Is he
That-
That might be the worst one in town.
Is he fixing that slope into his driveway? The house lot there? Yeah. So it doesn't. Have you seen a driveway permit for that?
I have not physically seen one, but I was told that there was.
So I'll just look into it then, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's
Abbott.
No,
No.
no. This creation is a little back.
Blank.
Danny Link.
Oh,
Danny
Danny
Lake.
Lake.
So it is putting a 30-foot culvert in, 15 inch. And I told them exactly, you gotta get these 12 inches over.
Yeah.
So, but they said they had.
Mary
this
Jane,
was
could
done
you
before we-
could you check that tomorrow
Yeah,
for
that's a
and get
steep
that over to
pitch.
Jarvis?
Everything.
You have access to that, right?
So
Great.
I was thinking, wait before I even started.
Yeah.
But I
It's your fault now. You inherited it.
It's fine. Your problem. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But no, I went on just to make sure, 'cause he asked if I could not do it.
Okay.
Before he put it in there.
Yeah.
So, well, you gotta have to do some work. So,
Could be exciting.
yeah. So that's on the list.
Okay.
I gotta go out tomorrow and start reading. Yesterday was just an absolute wash.
Yeah.
We have an issue with the brake line. They made it as far as possible though this morning.
Okay.
It's gonna be just like truck too.
Yeah, they were able to get back to the shop, so.
That's the one we got last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new one.
It's a used, new to us.
It's a,
Oh,
18.
the one we waited on. Yeah.
I think it's an 18.
Yeah.
Yes. Liberty or Allegiance, whatever they are.
No idea.
Because it's got its own codes, and just flashing.
No.
So you guys are grading now?
Yes. So they were supposed to go to class today. And like I said,
Did they go to class today?
so they refunded us the money.
Oh,
Part one, down there, trying to figure out what's going on with all those Christmas lights. And
that was an erosion control class, right?
I was gonna say, yeah, 'cause that was all of them going to that class.
Right. Well,
so that
kind of worked out because Sarah was going to go anyway. Is it by student or is it at the cost of the class? And send as many.
per person, but we've already talked to them. They refunded the whole thing back to us. So,
Okay.
and they're gonna let us know when they
So it's the white Chevy that's got lights going on.
So for them, to a truck one that.
Yeah, but I was just thinking for you,
That's got none.
what you're driving back and forth with.
So we got a light person. It's Jordan. He's trying to diagnose 11 goes on right now.
Yep.
Not sure what's going on with it.
Go big or go home. Huh?
So he's driving his personal mileage reimbursement then.
Mhm.
Yep.
So just
I'm not concerned about that. I have the fuel card, so.
okay. Just want to make sure you're there.
But yeah, he's not sure he's going to sit there diagnosed.
How old's that one? It's
700.
Is that a diesel or?
Yeah.
I don't know, we just put the bed on?
No, that's the Dodge.
It's the one we bought from another town, right?
No, you bought it from Jimmy Parker. Jay Parker and Daughters. So you got that truck from
The black.
the white one, yeah.
Makes sense. I always wondered why it looks so familiar.
Alright. What else?
Yeah,
is
that just came back, so it just ended up having some work on for inspection. So.
Yep.
And you are working on a vehicle
Maintenance.
replacement kind of
Plan.
plan.
Yeah. I think that's what we need to work on.
Let's try to get some new, not just new to us. Maybe. Doesn't seem to be working out.
No, we just gotta get on a plan for how many years we want to keep.
Yeah.
How many years we want to keep the truck and just keep on that schedule. Because it's just longevity. We have
Right.
paved roads would be great. Get a little more life out of them. Dirt roads, life expectancy kind of goes back. So versus 10, now you're looking at 8. It's the biggest things. We just got to figure out at some point what we want to do. It's like, right now, get rid of those 2 matters. We'll be in good shape for a couple of years after that. We'll get on the rotation.
Would you look for 10-wheelers as replacement, or are you fine with 6-wheelers? 110.
Definitely one. I don't need 2, but 1 definitely.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Well, just that and Scott's route is
Long.
So having a bigger
Egypt.
sander.
Just live. Just nope. Just
Live floor.
live floor.
Okay.
My opinions with slide-ins is more maintenance, more upkeep, and just for value.
Okay.
So the new live bodies, you'll spend a little more upfront, but you're not going to have maintenance issues down the road.
Okay.
Try to keep them stored, keep them clean, keep them oiled, just build them right there.
The only downfall to that is if that sander chain breaks, you're done. You can't take a sander out and put another one in and go.
No, but you can still plow with it. At least
Yeah.
the issue with the slide-ins are if that chain breaks,
Mm-hmm.
you got to shovel that whole load.
That part is, yeah. I know that one.
I've been down that road. That's not
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That is not fun.
So yeah,
You should get
there's
that.
good and bads to both.
Oh, we
There
struggled.
is.
Both
We
sides.
struggled with ours freezing up last year. It was real
Yep.
pain in the rear end.
It is tough. It's it's a half dozen. But at least with the live body, you get chunks.
Yeah.
You open up, chunk it, start again.
Well, the biggest thing will be cleaning them. There is a hot water pressure washer up there.
I've asked, and for some reason, no one can give me a straight answer of whether it works or not. I've asked the 4 individuals.
I think that means it doesn't.
So it always.
I'm gonna have to get 5 minutes to just get it
Yeah.
myself and just try to run it, and because if not, we're gonna have to find something that does work.
I mean,
You need to clean those chains.
last thing I knew was it worked, and that's just a Beckett burner on that. And the whole purpose for that was it has a lifting hook, so if you needed to like de-ice a culvert in the wintertime, you can take it out on the road too. To do that, that's the whole stainless steel frame on that.
Did not know that.
So
There you go.
See,
Something new today.
did not know that.
You've learned something. You can go home.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, so it's, when I get, like I said, the next couple of days, I'll get one of the guys to actually look at it and see where it works.
Yeah.
With ass.
and that would
So I want to make sure it works.
that one should have the handle that you turn the handle and it changes the pressure, so you can do radiators with it too.
Okay. That's good to know. I get back to this couple of years, it's still that. Yeah. But forward it.
So you're pouring concrete on Thursday,
I believe he is.
and then
yes.
your containers are coming.
Not
for it.
until November 5th and 7th.
Okay.
Like
Are we gonna try and get trusses this year?
no,
Do we have money for that?
Depending on what the FEMA money is coming back. That's coming back this year, next year.
I don't think anything's.
Finalized.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. North Road will be the only thing that's coming back this year.
Correct.
Potentially, North Road should. Although we don't know if they're processing payments, so that'd be the only one that we have.
I mean, like I said, we can play it by ear at that point.
What we should do is look at it December 1, and if we've got unexpended funds, we put it into this
Potentially,
fiscal year. You know, even if the delivery's after the first year, if we can
Yeah,
invoice,
the delivery won't be right away.
right?
No,
We can,
they're
but-
saying about
Yeah,
anywhere from 60.
yeah.
yeah, but if we can invoice it
Yeah, plug it in.
this year, if we've got the unexpended funds, we'll take it out of this year.
So, like I said, it's going to be 40 by 40 space. So we'll have pretty close to be able to get 4 pieces of equipment. But, the grader, excavator, the 3 biggest things. Salt shed, anyways.
Okay.
The backhoe, we can put inside the garage and one goes inside the rig as well. So at that point,
Everything's inside.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, there's a lot of contractors in town. And they get special pricing on trusses and stuff like that may be able to help us out.
I mean, we can go with the rest.
So once
Not opposed to that.
once we have the widths and the length.
Yeah,
and
once they
everything,
set the container.
and then we'll just get them priced out and see what we have left for money.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to either way.
Okay.
I'll make it that much easier for you.
Yeah.
It's not my school, so it's not really so bad. Either way.
Okay.
Still doesn't, still serves a purpose. Keep that stuff out.
Right.
As long as it keeps the snow off, right? Doesn't matter what.
Yeah, you know, like you said, yeah, so it's about the equipment, so it's good.
40-foot potty tape. Potty tape.
There you go.
On the wall once.
What else you got, Jared?
The other thing is, I believe you guys had, it was for quotes for vehicles. Pickups.
Okay.
Person running one time, before they come back.
You seen those little ones that come over from China? It's like
The gentleman,
a little tired.
Mark,
Yeah.
Smiles, he's got a little red one.
There you go. You'd look good in that.
I bet I would. As long as I get a stroke on
I'm sure we could put one of those Snowway plows on it. You know, the ATV plow.
Can you fit into one of those soles? Because they get excellent gas.
Yeah.
I'm just
Smart
saying.
car would be good. There's a lot of cars that'd be good to see you get in and out.
Yeah, I've tried getting into some of the smaller cars that town employees have. My lead mechanics, they funny, tell me to move it because I think this guy, they didn't want me moving town manager's car, but she had a little electric car. Yeah, I climb in it and start taking pictures.
We got a nice Humvee out back.
We could get a little
I
Mini
saw
Cooper.
Does it run?
It does run.
We use that the whole of the York rate.
Outstanding.
I think I just looked at this one the other day.
Yeah.
GMC
Well, it's-
Rochester.
So we can't sell it. We could only give it to another police department, or we drive it to Pennsylvania. So
So there it says.
there it is. So put a plow on it, a strobe, and the fire
Can it
department.
be used in the town?
Yeah.
Town use? Like as a,
I don't believe it.
The fire department wanted to put a deck down on it and a little tank in the back.
Which one's that?
The Humvee,
Oh,
the one with the turret on it.
They even know we still have it.
They do.
They
They do.
do.
Annie had a conversation with.
Wow, somebody in the government did.
it's too bad. That'd be great.
Yeah.
New guys in.
Yes.
I'm not quite so sure you'd see me.
Yeah, good.
Goes really well.
Good timing.
Yes. Yes. Doing really well. Good working. And everyone's doing
Did you look at the state bid by any chance on the vehicles?
How do you?
Do you have the copy of the state bids? Yeah. Okay. So it'll have every manufacturer,
Yep.
every vehicle.
So the statement goes to those, correct?
So there'd be a state bid. So Ford, just because we ordered a Ford, is McFarland in Exeter
Okay.
has state bid on the Ford,
Okay.
and then I don't know who's got GMC.
Okay.
Now that may not be the best deal going, but they do
No.
have. And then it depends on if you want electric, if you want whatever. You know, it's got the whole list of everything.
Basic.
I don't know if they have that little Suzuki, whatever that thing is. But I know we have money to buy that one. No problem.
I mean, I did just buy a truck at the auction
That-
Saturday. I can turn around and sell it to. You know? It's already orange.
You're gonna retire that one.
No, I mean the one I bought was better.
So
than this one.
these are pretty much the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're very
nice.
close to that.
No, I grabbed that one for the winter time. Yeah. That's the winter meter.
The price.
You don't like the Dodge?
You don't like the Dodge.
Just asking. I mean, I have.
After you had that
I know.
experience with your Dodge.
These laws I have, and I've seen what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that little funky emblem does not work. A long time.
Mhm.
So, orders and DMs are what you see municipalities do.
Yeah, take a look at the
You just,
state bid. You can actually Google it and you'll get it, but it becomes a little convoluted
Yep.
to get there. But can you get them state bid on pickups? Okay. So you can see it. And then, I mean, it's a good time since we're doing budgeting. Put that in. And so I know we both have done thoughts on Colorado or a Ranger.
tried to set one yesterday.
That's a you problem, buddy.
I understand it's a I can't get it smaller. My shoulders don't go any smaller. And one of the things I was looking at is if we did this, crew cab or double cab,
Mhm.
the biggest thing what we're looking at is to send the crew to these trainings.
Yeah.
Right now we're sending 3 different vehicles.
Okay.
At least with this, they can take that truck and they all go in that truck and just go. That's the biggest thing is right now.
So the crew cab gives you theoretically 6, but really 5.
5.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, but not
Jarvis
always.
isn't in there, six.
oh yeah, Jarvis is the problem.
I mean, 9 times out,
That's why Jarvis. Yeah, that's why it's 5. Yeah.
just taking it back. But no, that's the biggest thing is trying not to send as many vehicles to the training facilities. Just keep it down.
Yep.
Because right now we don't have. They start making dump trucks and they start to drive an hour off now. Dump truck is
It's pricey. Okay.
that's it.
That it?
Maybe we could just buy a school bus.
Now we have a couple of, we had a couple applications too, right?
Yeah. And
We can talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think we ought to really take a look at that,
yes.
because I think you're gonna be short a person for a while.
And both of those, neither one of those had a CDL.
Correct.
Did you have a preference on those two?
I met with one. The other one I have not met with yet.
Okay.
But
Do you wanna wait to meet with the other one
I would like
first, and then we'll talk about that?
yeah, and see if he's got availability this week and see if he's got something.
Wasn't it 3 of them, or was it just 2?
Two.
Just the two.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
Plan that for next week.
I'll see if I can set up time this week to meet with the last one.
We still have our ad up.
Actually, I think it closed.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Put it back up. Do we want
So
to?
that other position, we can't fill it for the 6 months.
Correct.
We'd have to, we could offer someone a temporary,
You could.
That's what I'm saying.
Position.
Temporary for the winter time.
Yep.
Potentially.
you could do
Okay,
a
so
temp,
maybe we look for a
position.
part-time or a
because
temp-
that one comes off our payroll.
Yes, absolutely.
So we would still have the budget fund, so you could have a temporary position pending, don't know what happens, right?
I mean, or if you just found somebody that can do just snowstorms, it works
Find
way too.
someone seasonal.
That's
Just
just
for those
Mhm.
who want to do that.
so
That's coming out of the dump truck. Paving.
something.
And probably the rest of that conversation's a non-public, and
Right.
we're dancing on the personnel.
No. that's
Well,
fine.
we're not talking about anybody.
No,
This is
that's
general,
fine.
Yeah.
general employees that
Have something.
employment that we're gonna
So,
need this
you know,
winter.
potentially, if one of those were interested in I need a job now,
Yeah, they both, I know they both. will.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
like you said, you guys,
Yep. Yeah, so why don't you sit with them, and we'll plan on both of them for next week, Karen?
Okay.
Well, we also have,
You have a lot going on next week.
but I don't want to push them out too
Right.
far. See, when are you meeting with the other one, Travis?
I'll message him on my way home. See if he can commit tomorrow or Thursday.
See what your feelings are after you meet with them.
Yeah.
If we need to expedite somebody, because I know we do have a lot next week, and we have an interview next week, right? Wow.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chair too small?
It is. That's why I think that.
Mark, you know Mike was here last week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were talking.
All right.
All right. Anybody have anything else before we open up public input?
I know everybody probably saw the email though. Planning board approved the driveway regulation changes
Mhm.
there. It does say with the planning board or its authorized agent,
Okay.
meaning highway.
Highway.
So instead of putting an actual specific title in case the title changes, it's just authorized agent there. Planning board will be recommending a price increase for the permit, the application. I'd say the biggest thing on that is that what they're going to recommend for the price is $125, but that's only to be collected. That's the only price that gets collected when they turn their application in.
Okay.
Not the $500 retainer if it needs to go to engineering review.
Okay.
That'll get collected after the fact. So there was some comments about how like it's a $625 application fee, and it's not.
Okay.
And when you first handed it, it's not that. So, but just so everybody's aware.
Okay. And
So-
Karen, you were looking into actually who sets that price on the permit. There's just dispute as to whether that's this board or the planning board. So I know Karen was going to get some
I
clarification.
told planning board to come here, and they can formally do it.
Yeah, this it could be a Michael question too, since he's already reviewing some stuff for us.
The other thing was that CAP there, apparently they haven't been showing up to discuss what they've come up with for a CAP plan.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what's up with that, but
And we will need that for Stuart.
Yes.
that's all I have.
That's it. What
I
you got?
went over to the bandstand,
Yep.
checked it out. There wasn't really significant damage over there. There was some graffiti and stuff like that that looks like it's been tried to cover up or washed off. So, I mean, you need a gallon of paint and some painting that needs to be done over there, and probably about, I think there was 6 spotlights that need to be replaced. Other than that, it was,
Is it just the bulbs, Rick?
yeah, it's just the bulbs. I mean, those are $10-12 a piece or whatever. A gallon of paint's $50 or whatever.
Okay. That's
So,
what I'm
yeah, $150 or whatever.
Okay.
No, it wasn't significant, you know, but
So we want the lieutenant
maybe-
know if she can deal with it.
maybe a gallon of paint and some paintbrushes would help out a little bit. You know
Little
what I
youth
mean?
labor, is that what you're,
And we'll throw
little-
some
little
we'll
Tom
throw
Sawyer
the
out there?
bulbs in, yeah, we'll throw some decent lights in there.
you want to supervise them? Could be a life lesson right there.
Hey, yeah, I can supervise just about anything.
I'll send Wesley and Diesel down to paint.
Yeah.
They'll do a great job.
We had quite the volunteers when we went through it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we get volunteers. I know that the mother, I think, was trying to
Yeah.
a little lesson learned here.
Yeah, well, you know, there's still a few days, good days left, I'm sure, you know?
I did have two other questions actually. RFP for engineering services. When do those all due?
Next week,
Next Tuesday.
I think it was, Friday.
31st.
And we did get a question from one of them. And I think the wording of the question was, how much work did we intend? How much engineering work, and what was this? And so I think, Karen, you're going to respond that this is road construction work. And is it safe for us to say we would anticipate one large road project annually going forward?
Yeah, I would think we'd have at least that.
Couple of years.
I mean, it's either gonna be a road or like a culvert.
Road culvert,
So it's gotta be
bridge,
something like that.
something.
More than likely, honestly, it'll be.
There's probably more on the front end than there will be on the back end, so it's hard to.
I mean, if
Yeah,
we're doing, you know, at $1.5 million for a quarter mile stretch. I mean,
There's one project every 5 years.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I think, I mean, to me, the first part is probably whoever we pick working with Jarvis to get a plan.
Right.
Right.
And then, a cohesive plan that we can move forward. And
There's something
fun.
realistic schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Timing.
So does that make sense, Karen?
Mhm.
Second question was the ice rink, the walls. When are those going up?
He's getting ready to get going on the rebuild now.
Okay.
He's going to get
Are they using a lot of the same old material?
none.
Oh,
None.
okay. Great.
They're going to get the sponsorships for banners, and that's going to pay for the rebuild for the walls. I'm not sure she's made a decision yet which walls she's going to, go with, or she's looking into them all, but she's about ready.
Can I channel my head tasker? It did
We're
freeze.
not putting sinks down.
It froze the other night, Garrett. We're already getting into freezing, Mary. All right, let's go.
That's why I'm asking that.
He lives.
That's French.
Well,
That's
listen,
French.
I miss that. That was it. Gonna do it.
I know a guy that does ice rinks, and he's been rebuilding other ice rinks.
Outdoor ice rinks.
Well, yeah, outdoor, indoor, whatever.
I know that guy, right?
Yeah, probably. But we may be able to pick up quite a bit of that.
That'd be great.
You know,
Well, somebody get with Gail.
He
It'd be
knows
nice.
what's good and
It would
what's
be nice
bad.
if the select board rep to the rec department could get on this.
I'm on it.
All right.
I'll be back
if
later.
nothing else, he probably knows exactly where to get the best pricing
Yeah.
and the best place to get it from.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely like to talk to him.
I think you should.
Yeah,
I really do.
I'll let Gail know.
Okay.
And we'll go from
Does
there.
Parks and Rec have do you have to send a check for if you want to do a banner, or is there?
I
There's
think
no
they're
Venmo.
gonna reach out and they'll tell you how and why. I think
You
the
gonna
price.
pull one out there that says Priscilla TD on it?
No, I'm just gonna no banner. I'll just donate the money.
So Robbie has to go out in the backyard, dig up a mayonnaise jar, Priscilla.
Gonna get a hold of all these business owners.
Yeah.
If there's any of them out there.
Have some tool rental would look really nice.
That
on
would
it.
look-
I think they're like they're looking at maybe a quarter banner is like $100, a half banner is 200, and a full banner is 300, something like that. Plus they get the
Have some
write-ups
tool rental.
and all of that. That'll look
Firemen's
nice.
Association.
I can put up a
I-
banner.
all kinds.
That enterprise is no longer in business.
There you go.
I got it.
Don't call Robbie. And then I'll be as vague as possible. Did you send the email we got about somebody coming to talk to the board to everybody?
No.
Okay.
That is vague.
I know, because it's so
Non-public.
it not really, because we won't talk. So we did receive a request from someone that is not a resident of the town of Barnstead to basically come in and tell us how bad one of our employees is. So Karen looked up
In public?
Yep. So Karen looked up in our policy manual, and that is a go to the town administrator. It actually specifically says that's where that's handled. We wouldn't be able to talk about it in
Well,
public anyway.
I think anytime somebody that doesn't live in town wants to speak, that's a board decision as well.
Correct.
Yeah, I think the decision is boards, but I don't think they should come to us because in the end, it could come back to us. So
Yeah.
I think it would be.
So I think it's the board's, I guess, unless anybody on the board wants to hear this out.
Yep.
Yeah, because they should really see the email and understand.
Right. So if you'd forward that
I will.
to
I mean, if
everybody.
it's about me, I'll hear it out.
No. Oh, no.
No, it's not. And so
If it was surprising, you hear his voice like, no, it's not.
no, that's on Facebook, Rick. When it's about you, it's on Facebook. So.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
You can kick
But
them on
if
a
you
ban-
guys look at it, it's just some more bad blood that's not Barnstead related.
Okay.
So, is that
Yeah.
I think
pretty
that's
accurate?
fair. Yes, and in your rules of procedure that you don't entertain that.
They just don't want to go down this road.
Yeah.
All right. In that case,
Mark's been waiting.
I know. Well, Mark's waiting for Mike. Is Mike not coming? All right. So 7:04. Then we will open it up to Mark for public input.
What about Russ?
So since the last time I was here,
You got to go through the whole. Who are you? Where do you live?
He's right.
it's Mike Walsky.
Yep. That's all right. You look a little different than you did last week, but good. Exactly. That's what I wasn't going to say anymore. Good.
Mark Fraser.
Yeah.
On Prairie Road, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we talked about a bunch of different things, and one of the primary issues was the brush and so forth on Prairie Road between my house and Jeff Young.
Mhm.
And Mike and I had talked about the knotweed that grows down by the bridge, goes his barn, out through his woods, and down behind my house. So the short story is that the road agents in the past have cut that indiscriminately, creating a bad road. And then the step was here, they have a plan, but when he left, the plan was done.
Mhm.
So Mike and I talked about it, and he was pretty adamant about protecting his well So we talked a little bit longer about procedures and so forth, and I think, did you talk with you, Jeff? I got his number. I've been in contact with the New Hampshire agricultural something. Yeah, he just called me Friday. So the hard part of not, there are still tests being done, trying different ways to take care of it. The state's been doing 10 different ways of trying to eliminate this, and there's nothing has been successful. And with it being so close to the water sources as well, and the river, the only suggestion I have is being able to dig it all up, trying to find a place to get rid of it, and using a heavy woven fabric that nothing, that we basically what they use is a geotextile fabric. It's a very type we use for erosion. The gentleman definitely said not to use any because the waves are not weed and to get to the roots because those roots could be anywhere from 3 to 6 feet down the ground. And the chemicals could spread to the water. And he recommended not going that route, especially that it's been disturbed for many, many years. They messed with it, they mowed it, they cut it. Because I went in there a week ago, we had a guardrail, put in the saw just to see. I cut some of it just to see how bad it was. And it's bad. And, you know, it hasn't been forgotten. I've been trying to get the answers from the state to see how we can go about taking care of it the correct way. And his answers were to dig it down, take it all out, and find a way to dispose it away from the site with this geotech. It's going to last the longest. It's not going to get, you know, it's not going to cure the issue, but you're going to get a longer span. It's an ongoing maintenance. But in one of our conversations with Mike, I mentioned something about the way public power companies manage some of their power lines and so forth with sheep and goats. And the light bulb went on. And I did some more research online, and he called in police chief now.
Yep.
She has goats, and he talked quite extensively about it. And she says, absolutely, those goats will consume 20 by 20 foot square area in less than a day.
Really?
They'll shoot that stuff right down to the ground. And the study that I read was Mad River Valley in Vermont, which is owned by Montpelier. They have the same problem. And the knotweed follows waterways and so forth because when high water comes, there can bounce the earth. There's something in the root system that gets carried, it lays on top of the ground, it gets carried downstream. And that's why from the bridge, that brook all the way down to the river, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the river if they haven't already got it. But they use gold. And what they do is they keep moving them around. And there are certain times of the year that it's more important to do this than others, like wintertime. It doesn't do it. It's springtime. And throughout the summer, there were certain times that we want to do this picking area. Now, right next to the road is pretty difficult to do, so we have to do what you were talking about, dig it up and bury it right there on site. Now, I've had customers try to do it. And they dig a big hole and come right back up, so they weren't very, surgical about it. They did it. But Annie was saying that what they do is they put up fences, and it's labor intensive to keep moving these fences around, but they put goats in there and have to have at least 2 at a time because they need a mate.
They become idiots if they're alone.
Right. And when they get done with that section, they jump the fence and keep going. So somebody has to kind of monitor them, just can't leave for 2 or 3 days. Somebody has to be there to make sure. But when I heard from Mike, that she said that when they eat these plants, like poison ivy and knotweed and all these intrusive things, the digestive system kills the seeds, the cells, so it's dormant. Like you got a bunch of
So they can't spread it.
and I'm surprised the state hasn't even looked into it, but they've had good success up in Vermont. What happens is that when they get gnawed down, the root takes, because that's where all the nutrients come from, takes so much more energy to get that plant to regrow, and at time after time after time, it dies. So you only have to take this stuff. And I saw or read another article where this woman was doing the same thing with her knotweed problem. But there are certain times of the year that you have to do this to cut it down right after the flowers. Because it's taking all the energy that it can to produce that blossom. You cut it down, lay it down, and leave it there. Then you do it again in July. So we're talking about late April, early May, then again in July, and you cut it again in late August or September. So that it just gets weaker and weaker and weaker. This study in Vermont, they've actually done University of Vermont. They came out and measured the stocks and looked at the health of the stocks. They actually said the stocks were getting smaller after each cutting and they're growing short. So the goat thing is probably a viable way to go. If you find something willing to work on it. If it works,
We're all looking at Rob.
I know. Oh, we control what ours do and with a controlled herd. That's the challenge because we have a controlled herd, right? So somebody be like, you let them out, you don't know what they're gonna.
and I don't know particulars on how.
But there are people that do it as a business.
Yeah,
Mark?
I've seen them do
Yeah,
it,
goats to go is one. And
Okay.
they bring
especially
them.
for poison ivy
They
and
set
stuff
up.
like that. I've seen
But
them.
the goats are better than sheep because of they just eat till they burst before it comes out the other side.
You know what it sounds like? Sounds like Mike needs some goats.
Me?
No,
Mike.
It's on Mike's
Well,
property.
He didn't say his name was Mike.
Mike doesn't want knotweed. He doesn't want goats.
He's all for it.
I wonder if you have the goats cut them all off and eat it, and then you put a bunch of pigs in there to get all the roots out of that. What if that would work?
I think, I don't know. From what I've read, by the time the goats eat it down, I mean, you know, people that have goats, what it looks like.
Yeah.
There's nothing left. And
But what about then the feces around the well?
that's a good point. And one of the things that probably would have to happen, if it's near the waterway, you're going to have to keep an eye on it. Now, my neighbor he doesn't have animals anymore, but all his stuff went right into the car. Nobody ever did anything about that.
That's definitely something to look into, Mark. I don't know.
And he's already talked to Andy, and you know, I don't know if she's interested in doing it, but she knows quite a bit about it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the knotweed, but the process that it goes through.
Mm-hmm.
It actually will kill whatever's trying to grow.
Okay.
But it's going to kill everything.
Oh yeah,
The goats, yeah, they'll eat.
which is fine. But then you go along and you plant something else there,
Right.
Or you put down the fabric and
right.
gravel it.
It has to be an impervious fabric, so they can't
Right.
get through it.
Yeah.
It's deprived of sunlight and water.
Okay.
Being that a gel fabric is very, it's hard to get through.
When I get something else to look into.
And that goes on our island.
They're in Georgetown?
Yeah.
Yep. There's got to be somebody in New Hampshire that does it.
I know there is. I've seen them before.
They're all, you can call Eversource and find out who they.
Right.
But Andy.
Right.
And he's,
This is a 4-H project.
Mike is all excited about it. His side is his driveway in the
Yeah.
park because he's lost use of all that land. Because
Yep.
Is this going to cause him to get a divorce because his wife loves it?
Huh?
Okay, should we
Rusty, some
go
goats
out?
might look good out in here. Yeah, pasture. Give you a little something to do. No, in case you want it over time.
So that's my main reason for getting here.
Okay.
Just curious if they had any updates on speed control.
Did you happen to get a price back on
I got one coming.
it? Okay.
It's a small. So they sent me an initial one, and it was a very large one.
Okay.
I was like, I need a portable one to go behind the vehicle. They narrow it because I wrote so much.
Okay.
So they're working.
All right.
And then
And what about
police
about
presence.
the lines?
Yeah, they gave me a price per mile.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm trying to do a price per mile. No.
Yeah, paint brushes just get out.
But get 2 gallons of paint for the bandstand.
Rollers.
Yeah.
Paintbrushes are too much.
But it
Rollers.
sounds like he's
Good
volunteering
thinking.
his service when he wants to roll that.
So as for police presence, I know Annie is working on those things. She's facing 2 officers on vacation.
Yeah.
And we have one that's FTOing right now. So
I know that it's time to get organized.
Yep. So
But that fellow is 6:15 long, just like Blockwork.
6:15 in the morning.
6:15.
What's he driving?
White Ford pickup truck with black cat. There's plumbing and heating on the side of it.
Oh, well, it's a little better than a white pickup truck with a cap, right?
I don't know where he's coming from. I think he lives on.
I got a couple too every morning. They're the ones with those nice modified exhausts.
Yeah, I got some jerk that starts up a truck at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Robbie. He's
Yeah,
bad
that's your
news.
husband.
He's bad news.
I think the parade was really happy when they made the cutoff. And he stopped going through at 3 o'clock.
But at least he drives slow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it.
You been behind him, Mark? Brutal. I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, we had to go pick up Wesley the other day. I said by the time we got there, he could have been on the bus.
Yeah.
No.
Anything else, Mark?
Thank you. George Krause, 455 Miller. I'd like to tag on the police.
No, you can't do that.
There are apparently a lot of families that have four-wheelers, dirt bikes, motor scooters. They seem to take the exhaust apart and they run up and down the road at all hours of the night and day. And it's not like you can say, come out here and sit at 3 o'clock and you'll see them. It's random, but it's scary because they take up the whole road. They're all ages, they're not adults, kids and adults, and it's just a problem.
Is this on your road? Okay.
They come down off of Hazel Park.
I know Fish and Game really goes after the modified exhaust. That's their jam. So we could pass it on to
Are
Brad.
those little scooters that go by, those real small ones, are those legal for the road?
I don't think any of it's legal for the road.
You got electric bikes.
Yeah.
You got
I've seen those.
Yeah.
You know, and
I see these things like electric mini bikes or something like that.
they fly.
Oh yeah, they move right along.
I just want to make sure that, it is a problem. And with the police department situation, it's just something for focus.
Okay.
The roads are, somebody's gonna get killed.
Mhm.
And when you get a kid and killed, it's not good.
No.
Everybody's talking about that. So, anyhow, that's first thing. Second thing, just a reminder that tonight, and not tomorrow night, at 6 o'clock, Station 1, in the parade, is the administrative committee, a subcommittee. Everybody's welcome. We're moving along, and hopefully we'll get some more work done tomorrow night. I think that's good. We received, I think Darren received the same email I got, but we received an email confirming that the mayor sign is ready to be shipped. As long as we get us that check, and I think Darren sent the check out, so it should be happening relatively quickly, I hope. So that's moving along. People are still dumb, and you can't fix it. You can only enforce it. And after last week, we have everybody, the lieutenant and the police department met with us, as well as the forest ranger, and we reviewed all the RSAs and the practices, so that we're all in sync on understanding them and have what we need to be able to enforce with more warnings and more expedited. And I think the key thing here is you can start at a fine of $124, and then it can build to $2,000. Becomes a misdemeanor, all right, and so the teeth are there, but that involves us as warden. We have to involve either law enforcement or the forest ranger, because they have the enforcement capabilities that for issuing those violations. Next thing, I know it's critical because we're using the buildings, the town buildings more and more, but the lighting at the parade is terrible. Matter of fact, it's non-existent. I hear stories about somebody doesn't want the lights turned on, so they had to turn them off. But the issue is that there's apparently some outside lights that either need new bulbs or they need some attention. I mentioned this to the fire chief, but didn't get a whole lot of response. Well, it's got to be done. If that building's being used at night, when you come out, you're in pitch black light.
Is that a you issue, Priscilla? Is that you? Safety committee?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I know it was designed to be like, I don't know where they went, but the sockets are there, but no light.
So we just need lights in the sockets?
I mean, is there a bulb in the socket?
That we just need to put bulbs in the
I
sockets?
don't know that. I haven't.
It's probably a halogen, which means that you're
What are you
probably
doing over there?
I go in, I have my meetings, and I leave. I'm not in charge.
But-
And
Do
if you
this.
make me in charge, now I do what I do.
Rusty,
I'll let you know.
do that. Can you ask Al, Chief, what the like, we have 2 firefighters on during the day, not always going to fires. Somebody can get in the truck, drive over there, and
actually they drive over three, 4 times a
I
day
know.
anyway.
while they're there,
Well, this is,
don't be funny.
there is some discussion, and he may come back with a statement, and we'll see.
The statement better be, we put some light bulbs in, and they either work or don't work.
Well, there may be a neighbor that has aggravated, and I'm saying maybe it don't get aggravated. Public safety is number
Public
one.
safety is number 1. It's our building.
Those used to be high pressure story lights, but
Okay.
it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the ones over the overhead roads were the same thing. Like the down lights, so they weren't obtrusive or they were nothing to complain about. No,
Right.
really.
Okay.
No. Anyhow, that's why I heard the excuse. And I don't challenge.
That'd be the guy that designed the building.
But I know who that is.
That's why those bulbs were not.
Right. It was thought out all that work.
Yeah.
Should have put some LEDs in there.
They didn't exist.
We're back here. Read that.
We used the technology.
So Karen, if we could get an answer out of Al tomorrow.
I just think it needs to be a town.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's critical. And other than that, the winter's coming, and I hope it comes quick because we need snow on the ground so I can roll down the road again.
Are we anticipating it's going to last still? No.
At this moment, I have no indication that it's going to change anytime soon. Even though we had some nice rain, but not adequately.
Well, Ernie still doesn't have water in his
At
puddle.
this point
So.
in time, the critical thing is all the leaves coming down are tender dry.
Yeah.
All that is coming down, leaves fully, it doesn't have that snow on it to compress it, so it's fully expanded. And anything gets going, it's got plenty of things.
Oh, it's going to burn good. Oh, nice.
Been pretty windy too, so.
Yeah. And I think this may be the last thing. And Andy, please pay attention to this, please. There has been discussion at the planning board level about the no longer supporting the cistern regulation and going alternatives like sprinklers and dry hydrants and the like. Go look at ponds in Barnstead and anywhere else today, and you'll see why cisterns are the answer. Ponds and dry hydrants are nice, but in the scope of the ISO, Insurance Service Organization, that evaluates the fire protection classification for every town, the water supplies have to be able, in order to be certified, they have to be certified by a science person that they are able to perform at a rate of 250 gallons a minute for 2 hours and I'm not sure what drought period it is, whether it's a 100-year drought or whatever, but in the life of the water supply, has to be able to provide that, regardless of the time of day. And I just can't encourage that discussion. I had a conversation with Nancy Carter. I've asked her, and she has agreed to have me come in and have a meeting with the planning board and just kind of put the information in their hands of why the cistern requirements are critical, and well, there's other things as well that we have in the life of the fire code. And yes, there is an opportunity to go in because NFPA standards have come a long ways in addressing lots of things. If you're going to put up a large garage today, there's an NFPA standard that will give you the particulars, but New Hampshire's not an NFPA state. So it would have to have the planning board adopt the standards in order to be able to enforce it. So the liability and fire code is in place, and it allows the responsible building of larger buildings.
What's more effective, a sprinkler system or a cistern?
Yeah, two different things.
You're absolutely right. They are.
Two different things. All right. In protection for the homeowner, sprinkler systems designed for
Immediate.
homes, are designed to provide escape time for the residents to get out.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with putting the fire out.
Well, we don't save any buildings, Rusty.
Well, that's not true, but I was,
Here it comes. It's about to.
Go up to John Emerson's up on North Road.
Yeah.
There's a building we saved, and that thing was rocking. All right, and there
Okay.
are other buildings, but that's one that I can.
Well, all right.
We spent a lot of, but the issue is
saving lives,
saving lives, and
which a
that's
sprinkler
what
system
sprinklers enough. However,
gives that.
for all the rest, it's the water supply.
But you also have to look at, Rusty, and I'd be interested in knowing this. How many cisterns do we have in this town that are actually operational and functional? Because I can tell you right now, about 50% of them don't.
We were
Well-
told last year they were all
I would only
Well-
say
Could we ask
in
them?
response to that comment.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
And
I'm
I'm-
not arguing with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Right.
physically visited.
But that's why I'd ask.
But I'm
Why?
going to tell you, if they're not working and they're not getting fixed, the person that should be getting those fixed should be gone.
Yep.
That's
And
not getting the job done.
do they get checked?
What?
Do they get checked? Is there a maintenance program or
Yep.
something in place to
Supposedly, yes.
verify that those do in fact
We had this
work?
conversation.
So we should know exactly how many work and how many don't in
That's
this
why
town.
I come a little bit caught with my
Every
not knowing
cistern,
how to answer you because they should all be working.
every cistern works in town. I'm pretty sure, but it's the dry hydrants that probably what you're thinking of. Don't.
I don't know. I
Those-
just been
those are
told
the
that half of
ones
those
that
don't
they either
work.
get plugged with stuff or people throw stuff in them because there's caps on
You
them.
wanna put that on your list for,
As far as
Al?
an actual cistern, to my knowledge, every single one.
because we
Does
went
work
through
in
this
town.
last year.
Yeah.
And those are critical. And it's not.
I'm not arguing with you.
No,
I'm not.
you know,
I just
goes down into fire protection classification under the ISO. Mine said it's a 9. We were well on our way to getting a much higher, better rating than that. And it's because of no people, you know, and cutting back on some of the trucks. You don't necessarily meet the ability to get the higher number. And so, and there is one last thing.
Well, so
See, now they got you wound up, Rusty, now you got more.
with planning board, too, part of their thought process was that you wouldn't need as much water because it had sprinklers. And I tried to keep explaining to them, you're always going to have tankers. Whether you have sprinklers or whether you have a cistern, you're always going to have tankers to bring water, shuttle water to you. You're never going to get away from that. And they couldn't understand that part of it. And the question that was raised is, how many gallons a minute does that sprinkler system need? And then, if you don't have power, what good is it?
Residential sprinkler systems, which is what we're talking about, they're low cost in comparison to a commercial industrial sprinkler system. Because those have to be they're intended to protect the whole dwelling.
Yeah.
Residential sprinklers are only intended to protect the occupant's escape time. Now, what they do beyond that, that's just gravy.
Yeah.
All right, but the homeowners, a home builders association, will not allow the legislation to go through that will make that mandatory in New Hampshire. So the builders are the ones that are stymieing that protection.
There has been a question whether or not planning board can enforce having sprinklers put in. Because it sounds like they can't.
Somebody's put it in their zoning already. There's towns that
it's
have put
already in there for anything
But-
over 5,000 square feet. Has
Right,
to have
it's a
a
large
sprinkler
building
system.
fire code, but
Here,
there are,
but for residential though.
there are,
Residential
I'm trying to think of who's done it. There's a couple of towns, because when this was going on last year.
Discussions that we're never going to have municipal water. All right, so water is critical, and you're looking pretty stupid if you're on the scene of an incident and you run out of water. You know, when you could have water, especially with the developers. When I know they all eat it, they're going to spend money, and they're going to put the money in their pocket. They're not worried about charging nothing but for the property they're trying to sell you, but they want it in their pocket. They don't want to have to spend anything. And I understand business, that's business mentality. But at the same time, from the town's perspective, water supply in any shape or form that's reliable can be certified and help us in our fire protection classification brings us closer to a safer community.
Did you use a cistern on we had a forest fire, brush fire. We had a brush fire. I don't know. John Tasker Road, the fields catch on fire out there, the Blue Hills Foundation. Would we go to a cistern to get water for that? I mean, it's not just somebody's building's on fire. We would send a tanker to that.
A water supply is intended to be a water supply.
So it doesn't matter. So it's not specific to buildings.
I mean, that would be a command decision on where the water supply would be set up, based upon a lot of different variables. I mean, the time of year, we got mud, can you get close to the, different places or not?
It seems to
a water supply is a water supply. So all I'm encouraging is that for the planning board, and I know Nancy says she's going to have us in to talk, and I'll just try to provide, I'll come well prepared with the information that supports concept. But I want to make sure that people are understanding. Go look at the ponds.
Well, you explained this to me yesterday because I asked you the question because I thought it'd be a great idea to take water out of our pond and put it in Ernie's, and you explained to me that it would just because the aquifer height to the water
Well,
table.
these are the ones that have water in them are well spring fed.
Right.
And the ones that have a little bit of supply but not a lot, they're dry.
Yeah.
And the ones that are spring fed, my folks' house, that one's full. Why? Because there's lots of springs feeding that one.
Right.
But
Yeah, ours is basically full.
and so I'm moving. You're gonna be talking to people. Did I mention how important it is for the board to select and start corresponding with their neighboring communities to talk about regionalization and concepts of how we can mutually do better in fire and police?
Tonight? No.
I was gonna say it's fine.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say. And I'm not trying to get you going here, Rusty.
That's all
Okay?
right.
You're doing a damn good job, though.
I am not.
With
trying-
no effort, you're doing a good job.
But you know, there's a lot of water in Barnstead. Okay, I mean an extreme amount of Barnstead. Okay, and then we have mutual aid. Okay, so every fire you see in Barnstead has 15 trucks lined up, all ready to take on water or full of water, and a rotation pattern going to the water source. So, I mean, you got to say that is kind of how it works around here.
Well, that's the workaround. All right, now.
It's very efficient.
Well, it is. There's been an awful rural water supply is a very challenging task to accomplish because you don't know who's going to come, what they've got for capabilities. You don't know where you're at, and you're going to look at what's available this day as opposed to 6 months from this day, and accessibility. A lot of the water we have is inaccessible. Things that have changed, there's been a lot that's gone on and changed in the fire department over the last 15, 20 years, and that is people now haven't been working in rural water supply, and they don't quite get the concept, and it's all about, if you're going to go to,
And that may be the case. I wouldn't know.
all right, and there are turbo drive is an appliance that you can run a 2.5 out to the suction point and connect to this unit appliance, and then have live diameter hose come back to the truck. And what you're doing is you're creating a siphon effect. All right, by sending that discharge off of the truck on the smaller line, 2.5, and it creates a siphon so it pulls it back. You can lay it out there a long way, much more than you could do hard suction. Trucks today, we had 6 lanes on. Today they've only carrying 3.
Do we have that? Do we have that piece of equipment on our trucks?
Now the example I gave you seems great, but the bottleneck I saw, and I've witnessed this several times, in that mutual aid, find a water source, keep filling up, rotating, is our roads aren't wide enough. Okay, so that creates a huge problem
depends on who
with
gets there
traffic
first.
and the flow of getting there and getting back.
And
So
that's
that
why-
I do
And that's why,
understand.
and again, not to get into then and now, but that's why we carry 2,000 feet of live diameter hose on every engine, and we had all the inline relay valves so that you could dump a truck in the middle without having to shut down your operation. So you can set up, you're flowing water, minimal water, but you're at least flowing water. Another engine comes in, it hooks in, and now you've got the extra pump to pick up that and push it along and get more water flow. And those are things. And we today, you talk about tanker shovels. Tanker shovels are good if they got the roads. But what worked better and was developed pretty exclusively by the Lakes Region area was the concept of setting down the 4-inch hose and inline relay pump. So you could flow a lot of water, but you weren't driving.
Right.
So
But-
you set a truck in the middle of the road, the road shut down.
Yeah.
One of the things you got to remember is all of that stuff we got to talk about takes time. When you have a system that buys you some time to get the rest of it. Because I don't think about much anymore, but we used to remember that, like the one in the parade, it's a 30,000 gallon water tank. have that time that buys you to set up the alternate source. It takes time for those.
I say, you talking about doing a circle? I mean, you got up at Garland Road and Beauty Hill. That
Well,
house
that's the
fire.
one I was referring to.
And then you look at how the Farmer Drive they had to do all the way around Beauty Hill when they were filling up the bottom of
Right down the hill. Right down the hill.
And there's a Beauty Hill, yeah, right down on there. That's a long drive. So you need how many trucks for that? Like,
But I mean, you know, an average structure. Well, I mean, we can go on this
All night long.
but
you can, yeah.
an average structure is going to take how many tankers?
Well, to get it all.
I mean, to really
Early
I
detection.
think we need a hurricane.
before you've already counted it as a loss.
Well, you gotta keep it safe, that's all I'm saying.
But I
You
mean,
don't
you,
want to have anybody become a.
I get it.
and everybody talks about structure fires with that though, but you have an electric car. That's 4 times the amount of water typically.
You don't put
That-
water on an electric fire.
That's what I mean. That's a whole different thing. But you got
Lithium batteries.
so.
Here we go. We're going down the rabbit hole now. Do you see what you started, Rusty?
And I'm loving every minute.
Actually, when you get your goats, maybe water
I'm
bags.
not getting all those.
Yeah.
You know what slows down?
Water bags on your goats.
You know what slows down traffic too? Goats in the damn road.
Right now, it's a turkey.
You know, I don't know that Mike's thought this through. Because just think everybody's stopping on the bridge to look at his
The
goats.
goats.
Slow traffic.
It
There
does
you
slow
go.
traffic down.
Yeah, they're gonna slow down. Right?
There you go. So, anyhow, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rusty. Do you have any public input tonight? Some point in time, you're going to have some. You just, doesn't matter what it is, we'll just need some sort of public input to justify you continuing to come. It's like the, right? It's like the admission process. All right. In that case, 7:43, we'll close public input. That was like 39 minutes, Rusty.
I didn't stop. I was a good guy.
That was my fault.
That's a record.
That is.
That was my fault. I apologize.
Okay.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Discussion is over.
Rusty, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we do.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah, see you tomorrow.
It does get live.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
You know what you do if you don't have any on one of these weeks, just take something from Rusty. He's got plenty.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I don't know. I might go buy goats. I know. You know, hybrids.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we have it. Oh,
Um,
no, we do. The road.
does he have some non-public stuff?
No, the only reason why, or the two
Okay.
candidates.
Okay, so
So
we're
I'm
good.
sorry.